Hi guys, it's Dr. Sammy Pryor, and once again, Happy New Year 2023. Yes, it's time to get your health together. Yes, this is the year to do it. Let's do it together. So today we're going to talk about a superfood that can help with weight loss, and what's so awesome is this superfood is in season now, right now. So this is the food that's going to help with weight loss and weight management. Okay, so reason number one, it's high in potassium. And so when your body is low in potassium, which many Americans have because potassium's really high in vegetables, and many people don't eat a lot of vegetables, but when you have low potassium, it can wreak havoc on your energy production. And due to its nature with sodium, it works in the hydration status of your body, okay? And if you're low in potassium, you're going to hold on to too much external hydration instead of inside the cell, and this will lead to you being puffy and just feeling bloated, okay? And everyone knows when you're feeling real puffy and bloated, you look bigger than you are and you feel miserable. So getting enough potassium in the diet is super important, and this superfood has a lot of it in it. Okay, reason number two, it is high in vitamin A and the carotenoid antioxidants lutein, carotenes, zeaxanthin, and cryptoxanthin. And in this study, which I'm going to read, called The Association Between Carotenoids and Subjects Who Are Overweight or Have Obesity, a systematic review and meta-analysis conducted by Yao et al., used a total of 7 randomized controlled trials and 8 observational studies which met the inclusion criteria and contained 28,944 subjects. So that's a lot of people. And data on multiple carotenoid subgroups, including lycopene, astaxanthin, cryptoxanthin, alpha-carotene, and beta-carotene. In all, it included randomized control trial. The intervention duration was 20 days at the shortest and 16 weeks at the longest, and the range of intervention doses was 1.2 to 60 milligrams per day. Our study found that the insufficiency of serum carotenoids was a risk factor for overweight and obesity, and that had a high confidence interval, so that's a significant finding. And moreover, the carotenoid supplementation was significantly associated with body weight reductions. And that's also got a high confidence interval. But BMI, so body mass index, decrease, and waist circumference losses. Okay, so having high carotenoids, and they even use supplementation, but when we look at people who, and I'm not trying to encourage this in nobody, but when they look at individuals who have anorexia nervosa, they have a sky-high vitamin A in their blood sound. And what does that tell me? That tells me that they're probably munching down on carrots and only carrots, or leafy greens and only leafy greens, not getting all the food groups. So I'm not suggesting that, but what I'm suggesting is you add all these superfoods that are high in vitamin A and the beta and the alpha and the carotenes and the lutein and zeaxanthin. All these beautiful carotenoids in your diet, okay? And this superfood is very high in the carotenoids. And okay. So, and the number 3 reason, it has a high fiber. So per standard 1 cup serving, chopped and cooked, this superfood provides 49 calories, so it's a very low calorie food, 4 grams of protein, less than 1 gram of fat, and 9.3 grams of carbohydrates, of which 5.3 grams are fiber. Okay, and much of that is soluble fiber. And so to learn more about fiber and what that means, soluble, go watch my video called Prebiotics. Okay, that's going to be a deep dive in what this all means. But fiber, why it works in weight loss and helping with weight management, it helps you feel full longer after meals, and it helps to lower those blood sugar spikes after meals that are like in with refined flours and stuff. And this will sabotage your willpower and cause you to reach for sweet foods. Okay, so you want to have like a very balanced blood sugar after you have a meal, so you won't have these spikes that cause you to reach for stuff that's not good for you. Okay, and they also have shown in studies that individuals who consume more fiber have better weight regulation, and that makes sense because fruits and vegetables are lower calorie and they are some of your best sources of fiber. Okay, so that was the 3 reasons. I'm just going to sum them up. That was a lot here. It is high in fiber. It's high in the carotenoids, which are vitamin A derivatives, and it even has vitamin A in it. And the number 1 reason was because it's high in potassium, and that helps with bloat and that feeling of holding on to too much water. Okay, so I know you're ready to see what this superfood is. Okay. Okay, so that's a collard green. So you gotta cut the stems off with a sharp knife around the stems. Okay. Cut up to where the stem turns into sort of a smaller stem. Having a little stem is not so bad, but then you cut the stem out. See, about that diameter there, okay? And then you'll take these leaves, and what you'll do is cut the leaves and keep them in the bowl, right? And basically roll them like this, and then cut them into strips, okay? I'm going to cut them into strips, like that, see? Strips. Throw them in the bowl, and you do that with each leaf. And when you're done, you're going to chop up the stems in a very small pieces. Cut off the very end because that's going to be dehydrated. I do that. Those would need a little longer cooking, so we're not going to use the very end. So cut the very end off. Yep. Ooh. Okay, and then you're going to chop the stems into. Ooh, they roll. That one, they're all rolling away. So I need to turn the knife a little this way. There we go. But yeah, about this diameter. Okay. About this diameter, yeah. And when you cook the onion for this recipe, you'll cook the stems with the onion, right? Okay, so I'm making southern style collard greens, and I just processed the leaves, and this is how you do it with the stems. See? Okay, and I'm gonna throw the stems in here. Yep. Here we go, I'm gonna stir these around. Yep, stir these around. And I finished cutting up the onion here. I was starting on it, didn't finish. So I'm gonna put the stems in with the onions. So there the stems are cooking. I'm gonna let that cook for another about minute. Yep, for about another minute. And then I'm gonna add the leaves, saute it a little, add a little garlic with that, and then I'm going to pour the broth on. I'm using nut chicken, and then I'm going to cook that, simmer it for about 45 minutes. Yeah, and then you're going to at the end add a little apple cider vinegar to your liking, and add whatever meat you used if you're using meat. Okay, so you see that's how you make the collard greens, and this is the final product. I've put it in the fridge for meals, but I had leftover black-eyed peas from New Year's, a Southern tradition for good luck. And here's the collard greens cooked, and boy, I've had this meal twice now. Oh, talk about divine. Oh, beans and greens. It's one of my favorite meals. Yes, you get some protein. Yeah. But yummy, yummy, yummy. But the nice thing about collard greens, it's a superfood, okay? It has so many more nutrients than what we even talked about. Vitamin K, which is, in the plant form is K1, but really good for your bones. Yeah, bone health and just your, body in general. And it's just high in other minerals as well. But that's all we're talking about. Why this superfood that's in season now is a good, one to get in your diet for helping with weight gain over the holidays and your weight management. Okay, so if you could like this and you could subscribe, I make all kinds of videos. I'm a naturopathic doctor, so I got 4 years of nutrition. I got many years of botanical medicine, physical medicine, all kinds of things, and all of it can benefit you from this channel. So please subscribe and support my mission. I just am trying to get back up on my feet after having a rough go at life for a while, getting out of an abusive marriage. But I love you guys, and thank you to all my subscribers, and have a good rest of your day. Yes, bye.